das ist Hugh Ware.
Well, you'll see a lot of legs today, but none quite like that. Hubert Ware, our referee for our third game of the afternoon. I realise we are pre-watershed here, but we've managed to show you in a space of a few seconds Hugh getting his legs out and Franz Roetzsch necking his girlfriend on a walk-on. A walk-on that he seemingly did not want to start. It was more of a sort of stand around for a bit from Franz Roetzsch. And he's got no excuse, really, because it's not the first time he's done this. It's a fourth appearance on the Euro Tour. Having said that, he might have forgotten what the other ones were like, because the last time we saw him was a couple of years ago, and it was even longer before that. Steady on, come on, lads. I know we've got the Dutch lads in the truck, but it's a different broadcasting standard when you're doing international stuff. You can't be having that. But Franz Roetzsch did have one incredible Euro Tour appearance. If you go back to 2020 in Riesa, when he came through the host nation qualifiers there, he saw off Brendan Dolan, then beat Rob Cross with 103 average, and he only lost a last leg decider on the final day of the tournament to Krzysztof Ratajski, the Polish eagle. That was when we were thinking Franz Roetzsch could be the next German star to emerge from this growing darts nation. It hasn't really worked out like that. However, he's only 29 years old.
60.
There may be more to come from Franz, and Mark Wilson alongside me to see if this is the first little glimpse of it we get today.
Yeah, interesting. As you said, he's done it before. Can he do it again? And you always ask the question, why have we not seen as much of him? Why has he not maybe kicked on? But steady start for both. You mentioned the slow walk on from the German. Jermaine Wattimena couldn't get up there quick enough, could he? Looking to get this one out of the way. Capacity crowd near enough for all sessions here. When you're taking on one of the locals, it's always a little bit tougher.
100.
Now, 4 German players coming through the host nation qualifiers, but you can also add in one of the seeds in Ricardo Pietreczko.
100.
2 of the Pro Tour Order of Merit players in Martin Schindler and Gabriel Clemens, the top 2 from Germany, and from the Pro Tour qualifier, Lucas Veinin. So there is an octet. I think I may have made that word up. There's 8 of them.
Yeah, interesting who has the better weekend. You mentioned poor old Hugh, by the way. His baggage has got lost. He's going to have to wear that all week.
I don't think he minds. He really, really likes that. Although he had to be special, didn't he, and go for a lighter colour set of lederhosen than everybody else.
100. Jermaine, you require 147.
First chance then for Jermaine. Too happy with that layup.
40. Franz, you require 141.
May get a couple of visits from here. Gonna need him. Did he bring the ball in? No, he doesn't.
60. Jermaine,
and that means he may need the ball to end the combination finish if he's allowed back to the board, but he might not be. As that leaves double 16. Oh, lovely stuff from Jermaine Wattimena.
Jermaine Wattimena.
Yeah, clinical finish.
Holds
his throw.
Game on.
Race to 6. A little bit of an indifferent reaction from certain parts of the crowd to that, but
when you say certain parts, do you mean
46.
all of it?
Possibly. Jermaine just wants to get in and get out today, doesn't he? And the winner of this will play Stephen Bunting in the next round, I believe.
Yes, you are. You are completely right.
You worried me there, Dan. You worried me.
Yes, I got that wrong. Ricardo Pietreczko is the 15th seed, not the 16th. There it is, Stephen Bunting faces the winner of this one. It does mean in that same little section of the draw as the top seed Dave Chisnell, who didn't start the year well, but is sort of finding his feet now, is Chizzy.
You watched him win in Hildesheim last week in the Players' Championship event.
43.
Now, that looks interesting.
That is the fabled German Darts Grand Prix snack.
38.
The Munich pork sword. Big sausage with spiralized potato. Oh, it hasn't got the pork, so that's just some potato on a stick.
Oh, big chip then, is that what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
Big chip.
Big fancy chip.
81.
We've seen some good performances thus far. Ryan Joyce, 6-4 winner earlier on over Kevin Dukes, and then Brendan Dolan I thought was impressive over Alan Suter.
134.
Yeah, got going after a bit of a slow start. Franz Roetzsch has had a slow start and is yet to change that.
I'm hoping his performance is a bit like his walk-on. Very slow at the beginning, quicker at the end.
Oh, and about. Well, you said he wanted to get in and get out. He's gone for the bullseye there. There's an argument for laying up. Because Franz Roetzsch is not looking likely to take out a shot like 148 at the moment.
60.
But when
Jermaine,
safety first, Jermaine, does he pay the price for that?
Well, double 8 he needs. Now across the board. Well, that's a wild last start. So, as the decision to go for the ball backfired, well, Roetzsch is just pouring himself a drink now.
Franz, you require
taking
88.
his time. Should get at least one. The ball. 18s. So bullseye he needs for a first leg.
63.
Not to
Jermaine,
be.
you require 8. Games from the second leg.
2-0 Jermaine.
Jermaine Wattimena.
And Jermaine has talked recently about how he has changed his throw. He's slowed things down a touch. He feels more in control with this throwing action that he's got. But I do get the feeling, and you picked up on it, that he wants to get this done quickly. He does not want to offer any encouragement to Franz Roetzsch or the crowd. And so he is racing through this. He is so quick to the hockey. And all the improvements that he's made over the last few months, his results have been getting better, his performances have been getting better. Reached the quarterfinals in Belgium, only lost out to a rampant Lutely. But he might be in danger of undoing some of that by just being a little bit too quick. Because he is 2-0 up here, and he is the better player by a distance. But he's still not playing particularly brilliant.
You mentioned that run in Belgium. Gurney, Ross Smith and Joe Cullen. He took those on, and that's some outing, isn't it, before he ran into Littler.
There it is. One of the stars of the weekend.
45.
Will you be partaking in one of those?
Absolutely.
Quite happening for Franz at the moment.
85.
Just a look up there to the sky, wondering where his game is at the moment.
64.
Yeah, I'm sure that Franz knew there's a possibility he could get on that stage and find himself second best to Jermaine Wattimena, but he doesn't want to be second best to Jermaine Wattimena, who's averaging 80. Jermaine should be posting a 3-figure thing for it to be dominating the game.
81. Jermaine, you require 158.
That adds to the pressure, as treble there would have added
98
to the pressure. But that's a great layup again from Wattimena, and he will get a look at 60 with Roetzsch just struggling with a scoring all round at the moment.
I'm going to go for the 19s.
99. Jermaine, you require 60.
20 for tops for 3-0. Double 10 does the job.
The third leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
Couple of 18 darters for Jermaine have been enough to hold throw. And Franz Roetzsch has only had one dart at double in this game so far. That was the bullseye at the end of that 88 combination attempt.
99.
Yeah, needs to get going sooner rather than later. Wattimena halfway there.
100.
Menzies Mike De Decker the next game up on stage. Great tussles to come,
60.
even in round one.
Now on paper, I think that's the game of the afternoon. Decker's been playing some really great stuff so far this year. Cameron Menzies, while he is unpredictable, when he is on, he has been sublime this year.
$50.
Big chance here for Jermaine then.
100.
Getting first to a finish. Is that going to pay for his pork sword after?
Possibly. I think it costs more than €1. It doesn't think it's like you have to put a pound on the pool table so you get to play around.
45. Jermaine, you require 161.
He may not get his money's worth here, because this could be over in 6 legs the way this is going.
41.
It was almost a happy accident, wasn't it, for Wattimena? It's just slowing things down here.
93. Jermaine, you require
Wattimena
120.
took out 107 in the opening leg. Might be about to take out 120. Tops he needs,
100.
just underneath the wire.
Franz, you require 154.
Well, this would be some way to get him going.
Not going to happen. Jermaine Wattimena once again allowed a 6th visit to the board, as he has been in every leg so far.
And
that is the best leg of the match, 16 darter. It's enough for Jermaine right now.
5th leg, Jermaine to throw first.
There's his lucky coin. Not offering him too much support at the moment. There you go, just that one shot of the bullseye. Wattimena now can sense the end is near. I think when you've qualified for a rare European Tour start, if you like, I don't think you could have asked for much more than Wattimena averaging under 86.
60.
But he's still not landed a blow.
Well, there are more European Tour events outside of Germany than in Germany this year. First time that's happened. It's obviously been dominated by Germany
100.
in the years the European Tour has been going. But there are an awful lot of opportunities for non-tour card holders from the host nations now. As Jermaine hits the first maximum of the match. He's running away with this. So it may not be the last we see of Franz Roetzsch on the Euro Tour this year.
98.
And you may see more of the likes of Franz Roetzsch than some German tour card holders like Pascal Ruprecht. He did that treble 13 to leave double 16.
81.
Well, Daniel Closer, another man who's played some good darts this year, but because of the structure, quite hard for those guys to qualify, where it's easier for the likes of Roetzsch.
100. Jermaine, you require
Tops
40.
then for a 5-0 lead. And Tops has delivered 13 dart. Holder throw there, impressive from Jermaine, who is starting to find his form here. Franz will be hoping for one decent leg here to get one on the board.
Yeah, well, it wasn't brilliant from Jermaine for the first 3 legs, but he still won them all, and now he's starting to play a bit better. And that dart should put him in the driving seat in this leg.
100.
Because Roetzsch, over this game so far, has had 1 two-treble visit, and that isn't going to worry the likes of Jermaine Wattimena. We know he can play, we've seen him do it. He's averaged 103 on a Euro Tour stage before, but that was some time
95.
ago.
It's difficult to just rock up and produce that kind of form in a one-off.
96.
Struggling.
100.
Tough place to be, isn't it, when you can't hit the numbers that you want to hit.
59.
He hasn't really taken a grip of this leg at all, Jermaine Wattimena. 9 points difference in the average is always going to give you a big advantage, but
60.
you can't see Roetzsch coming back from 5-0 playing like this, but things can change.
100.
Yeah. Fans are having a good time. So they should as well. Bumper weekend of action. Over 17,000 tickets sold. You can imagine this place is going to be rocking on Monday night when we find out who will be the winner of this tournament.
Jermaine, you require 146.
Yeah, they'll be desperate for some German representation in the latter stages. It doesn't look like they're going to get it in the form of Franz Roetzsch, as Wattimena flies around the board, leaves himself 42, so single to double for the match, unless Roetzsch can conjure up his biggest visit of the match, which he can't.
Yeah, he's frustrated. not what he will have envisaged coming into
60.
this one.
Jermaine,
Wattimena
you're
then
applying 42.
for the clean sweep. He's looking at 10 for double 16.
10.
Now an opportunity for the German
Franz,
to step in and
84.
secure the first leg of the match.
Don't miss the big number, as we call it. The 14s. Double 11.
62.
Only his second dart at double in the
Jermaine,
game. It might be his
52.
last dart at double in the game. And it is, because Jermaine Wattimena runs out a 6-0 winner.